Houston Texans head north this week to the frozen tundra, 5-1, and on a 3-game win streak.
Here comes White to the end zone. Caught! Dell! Touchdown!
They meet the Green Bay Packers, 4-2, winners of 2 straight in a battle of 2 pretty okay QBs.
To the goal line. Touchdown! Jaden Reed!
This easily could be Week 7's SNF game, right? Jordan Love in one corner, 4 TD passes a week ago, rating near 120, 12 TD passes in 4 games so far for the year.
Love looking deep on first down. He's got a man out there! Wide open Watson for a Packer touchdown!
Love's 6 INTs in 4 games, something to eyeball. In the other corner, CJ Stroud enters off a 3 TD outing, plus 100 rate, his 2024 an extension of his excellent rookie year.
Second down and goal to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs.
Each guy faces a tough secondary. Stroud gets a Packers defense holding quarterbacks to an 84 rating, have 9 INTs already. They got cornerback Jair Alexander back. He helped hold Kyler Murray under 7 yards per attempt, only 1 TD pass allowed.
And Michael Wilson was blanketed in green and gold.
Green Bay's play against wide receivers in 2024 even tougher, holding them to a 78 rating. How about Jair versus Diggs, since Alexander can travel? Stephon scored versus New England, 77 yards.
A little stick to the outside on Gonzalez, accurate throw by CJ as he goes down and gets it.
Tank Dell got the most looks for Houston last week, 57 yards and a TD.
Well, this is a great catch by Dell, sliding in the back of the end zone. Good location of the pass, the only place he could put it.
One position Green Bay hasn't handled great, tight end. Rate allowed near 110 to them, gave up 96 yards, 8 catches, 8 targets to tight end Trey McBride in their win. Houston's Dalton Schultz only had 27 yards, but he had the second most targets versus the Patriots. Stroud uses all 3 types of pass catcher. Running back Joe Mixon, 30 receiving yards and a receiving TD in his return from injury.
Well, it doesn't appear that there's any ill effects of the ankle injury that Mixon's been nursing the last couple of weeks, because he's been doing everything.
What about the battle in the trenches? Stroud has been sacked 17 times, and they saw stud left tackle Laramie Tunsil leave last week's game hurt, have to track that one. Stroud has faced pressure 37% of the time, which is higher than the average.
Well, they had pressure by White. He's the one that gets through and is able to hit the arm of Stroud. That ball flips up in the air.
Green Bay has pass rush threats: Devontae Wyatt, Preston Smith, Rashawn Gary, Edge Cooper, Luke Van Ness, each with 1 to 3 bags this season, but Stroud is taking on a pass rush that didn't really heat Murray up much, pressured him less than 20% of the time, and they didn't sack him once.
I'm going to stay out here and just plays it great. Look at that positioning. And now you did everything right, but you still got Kyler Murray one-on-one in space.
Some context. Murray averaged 2.5 from snap to throw. That's pretty quick these days. And they barely blitzed him, preferring to use their defenders to keep him from running, and they held him to 14 rush yards. Held James Conner to 3.4 a carry.
Toss play, Connor gets to the edge, but strung out exceptionally well. Quay Walker runs him out.
Now, running backs have been a problem for their defense. They also gave up 5.2 to Trey Benson, 5 tries, 6.3 to Amari DeMarcado on 4. Noteworthy because they also have allowed running backs to go for 4.7 a carry in 2024. Texans have Mixon, previously mentioned. He broke free last week for a 59-yarder. He scored 102 rush yards.
There's more chunk yards. Big block by Diggs. It's a pylon. It's a touchdown.
And just imagine if Dameon Pierce reemerges for them. He broke a 54-yarder, a score 76 yards. He was so good as a rookie, but then he made the bullpen feel like they had beer goggles on when they watched him after that.
It's a touchdown. A 54-yard touchdown run.
Okay, so now back to Love and what he's up against. Houston's pass defense picked off Drake May 2 times last week. They've held quarterbacks to a low 80s rate and a low 50s completion rate.
He catches it off the back of Hooper and then wraps it around his helmet.
Not a King Kong Bundy-sized butt, but they did give up 3 touchdowns to the rookie, gave up 92 yards and a score to wide receiver Demario Davis, and they haven't played wideouts well in 2024, giving up a 97.3 rating to that position. That's middle of the pack.
Made to the air, got him, inside, running is Douglas, touchdown!
Love loves him some wide receivers: Christian Watson, Jaden Reed, Romeo Doubs, Dontavian Wicks if he's healthy. He left last week hurt. Reed scored, led the team in targets.
Love to throw again to the goal line. Touchdown, Jaden Reed!
Watson scored, led the team in receiving yards.
He's got a man out there! Wide open Watson for a Packer touchdown!
Dobbs scored twice, so he led them in scoring.
Love wafts it up. Oh, what an adjustment! Romeo Dobbs!
Love had a relatively stress-free day when it came to heat. He didn't get sacked once on 32 pass attempts, and he only got hit twice.
Protection. Outstanding time to throw, and there's Romeo Dobbs.
Arizona's front not stacked with elite pass rushers. Houston's is. They have the highest pressure rate in the NFL. Top 10 in sacks. They blew up May 4 times. Danielle Hunter had 1. Will Anderson a sack trick. He has 5.5 for the season.
Oh, from behind they get him. It's another sack.
Texans versus the run. They lost linebacker Azeez Al-Shire to injury, another guy to track because he's a tackle monster, and has helped make Houston tough on running backs, holding them to 3.8 a carry. They held New England's Antonio Gibson to 1.5 a run on 13 attempts.
Gibson, the stutter step, and then the tackle by Will Anderson.
They get Josh Jacobs next, 62 yards versus Arizona.
Jacobs knifing through the defense, hopping out of tackles.
Only 3.4 a run, though. Green Bay and Houston have met just 5 times. Pack is up 4-1 so far. The lone Houston win came when all of us were gifted Heath Ledger's Joker performance. Green Bay had Aaron Rodgers. Matt Schaub was chucking it for the Texans for 400-plus yards. Kevin Walter pulling in 146 receiving yards. 2008. Why so serious? 24-21, Texans win.
For the win, the kick is up, and it's good! The Texans beat Green Bay at Lambeau Field.